Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. Welcome back to our blind playthrough of Blueprints. I cannot believe it. Day 50, and it's actually Boxing Day in the game. The day after Christmas. So we're going back into the game after a big day with many revelations, and also, really, I have to say, a fantastic Christmas. Despite all of my concern at the beginning of the day that I was going to be forgotten sad little boy, I was not forgotten sad little boy. It was grand. It was really grand. I loved it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, all of my supporters out there. I really enjoyed it. So not only did we have a wonderful Merry Christmas with so many gifts that I didn't even get, so many that I didn't even get to like use, which is partly through my own silliness, but nevertheless, we were showered with gifts. We were blessed with so many new discoveries, many of which are things, you know, that I've been curious about since the very beginning of playing this game. So it was pretty amazing. We got the throne room. I found out, this is one of the most delightful discoveries for me, I finally found out how I can light a flame, and I was able to light the candles in the chapel, and it was not what I expected. I found a piggy bank, so I still have accessing that in my future again, and many other things, opening another inner sanctum door, you know, like incredible. So yeah, it was a lot. It was such an amazing day. Now, coming from that day, I now know what I have to do to light other candles. So that is something I'm really keen on doing. When I click on this West Path, there's quite a few things I'm very interested in getting, but now Tomb is an extra interest, because if I can get Tomb and I can manage to get that contraption again, I can go and light candles in 2 different places that I know of down there. Okay, it's not to be. But these are 3 great options still. So we won't be getting Tomb today. There is still the option of getting Pump Room, because if I get Pump Room, I can't light the candles in Tomb itself, but I can still access the Torch Room, theoretically. So Pump Room could be an alternative way of accessing it. And I think if I get Pump Room, I might as well just refill the reservoir anyway, you know, or even just try partially filling it and see what happens. But yeah, I might as well ultimately just refill it, because I've now opened up all of the trunks at the bottom of the reservoir. So yeah, maybe, you know, again, maybe there is something else to do down there, but yeah. It would certainly help my access between the different areas to just fill it up again. Cool. Okay, so in terms of what we're going to do today, there is much interest in Schoolhouse, so I can try to get these 8 classrooms, try to get beyond the 5 classroom day that I've done so far. There is much interest in Tool Shed, because I have many contraptions I am very interested in making, and that could be really helpful for that. And I'm also very interested in Trading Post for 2 different reasons. One is that I now think I know how to light the dynamite. I don't know to what end, but boom, you know, like I just want to give it a try. Like I just want to even see what happens if we go to Trading Post with the lighter. But also the other reason I'm interested in Trading Post is just to see if I can try trading some more interesting items in there. Like, what if I go in there with the crown, right? Like, am I going to get something amazing for the crown? You know, the base, like, yeah, the basement key. So 3 compelling options here. I'm thinking Trading Post. Because it's also going to be useful. I guess I don't need to Oh, I just wasted a step anyway. Oh, look, I don't need to go in at this stage. I have nothing. I have nothing. I have nothing to trade. But it's there. We know the dynamite is in there. You know, there's not. I don't think that it's likely that there are going to be any other items on offer in there. I haven't seen any previously. That said, not that that means anything, because I've drafted storeroom like loads and loads of times, and one time just found an item in there. Maybe there is a reason for that, and I don't know. Maybe I've got to go and look back at that footage a little bit more to try and remember if there was a reason for that. I mean, I'm actually just thinking about it now. Maybe it was I can't remember what day it was, but maybe it was the day that I drafted Maid's Chamber, which is this day. I don't know. It's possible. It's possible. Maybe Maid's Chamber is less likely to find items. Hang on. What's more likely to find items? I can't recall. All right, but it's something. Anyway, let's get into the day. I think billiard room is a good start because we might get. I'm always hoping for security pass. I am ever interested in security pass. Oh, I know what we're going to get here. Okay. It's this again. All right. Okay. All right. Hang on a sec. Okay, that pause was me realizing that I had not worked this out at all. So I just went back to the old footage. Actually, think maybe I've worked it out, but I'm a little unsure. So what I think it is, in at least the simple sort of way, is that these blue third lines here are just saying divide by 3. Each time, actually, it did work when I did divide by 3, even though it involved going into negative numbers and all sorts of things like that haven't really been too much a part of this up until now. If I just stick with that formula using that, this thin blue line, let's call it, was divide by 3. But then there was a weird one that involved 3 thin blue lines together. And in that case, it came close to the final answer, which in that case was 10. I hope this makes sense to you. Except it wasn't a whole number. It was like 9 point something something. And so, but the final answer turned out to be 10. So maybe it's actually asking me to round up or to round down. I guess that's the best I've got so far. So let's see how we go. Okay. So we start with 20 plus... Hang on, but this one is a full blue and this one is the third. So are you saying I have to do 3 divided by 3, which is 1, and then plus 20, 21? Oh, God, I'm sweating. 21, let's say. And then we have 21 minus 11, 9. God, all right, 9. Now we have our first thin yellow line. So is this going to be like multiplied by 3? Maybe? Well, hang on. So we've got 9. And then subtract 15, which gets negative 6. Do we then multiply that by 3? No, that gets me negative 18. That surely not. I mean, what if I just click 18? No, that's not it. Okay. So let's go back to 21. How? Oh, no, sorry. It's 21. So 21 minus 11 is 10. 10. So 10 minus 15 gets us minus 5. And if I then multiply that by 3. Yeah, okay, all right. Let's do it the other. Let's go back to divide by 3 then. Okay, so we're at 10 minus 15, 5, and then times 3. Sorry, I did times 3 again. 10. Oh god, this is my bad place, this room. 10 minus 15, we do that first, right? We end up with minus 5 divided by 3. Let's just stick to divided by 3. That gets me minus 1.6. God, could it possibly be that we round up to 2? No, it's not even. All right. Help. Help me. Help me, Uncle. Why have you given me maths? Do you remember the letter from the guy in what's now the Geist bedroom? Like M Lowry. No, was it M? No, it was KL. KL, I think, in that bedroom, if I'm thinking of the right letter, is specifically saying, thank you for making a dance puzzle. Well, no, he's saying thank you for making a dance puzzle where you don't need to be good at darts. Look, I need one where I don't need to be good at maths. I think I need darts. I think I need darts. All right. Maybe it. I mean, the numbers up until now seem right. Maybe it's maybe it's not divided by 3 or multiplied by. Maybe it's one of the others. So let's try. Well, I don't know. Look, I'm gonna just try some related numbers. Oh my god, it was 5. Huh? You know what? I don't... Once again, I'm going to have to kind of go and figure that one out. I'm going to have to go and think about that one a little bit more. All right, let's just see if we can make this work again. Okay, so this time we've got them both together. Oh, and we've got our freaking square root back now. Oh, you're making me do combos. Okay, so it's 18 plus 9. I'm pretty sure at least that's how we start. 27. Now I suppose do I do... The problem is I've forgotten like how I do the square root as well. All right, I'm gonna have to go back and check. Okay, yeah, so I think it's that you know, like whatever number you end up with, you times it by itself. I think that's the way we're going. But not knowing the order in which to do these two parts of it, I end up with two different numbers. So it's either that I'm doing the square root first and then the division by 3, or I'm doing the division by 3 and then the square root. So I either end up with 243 or 81. Let's assume 81 for the time being. So then if we have 81 and then we subtract 21, we end up with 60. I mean, that feels right. And then we're dividing by 10 to get 6. Okay. All right. So that's the one. That's the one. Oh, please just let me get through this and get on with my day. You know, the weird thing is this never detracts me from choosing Billiard Room, because I am still keen to get all of the benefits of Billiard Room. I just have to push through this. This just has to be a challenge I grit my teeth and get through. Oh, I had some sweet times with this room occasionally, though, where it wasn't this hard for me. Okay, so we're going back to subtraction. All right, so we're minus 10 minus 5 minus 15. Okay, and then minus divided by 3, and then negative 5 times negative 5 gets us 25. That feels right. That feels right. And then we subtract 20, we get 5, and then we divide by 5 and we get 1. Please let this be 1. No! Oh, it felt, oh, that felt correct, but it wasn't. It wasn't. Oh, all right. What was this first one again? Oh my God. I'm in a mad hellish carousel. This is the mad hellish carousel of my nightmares. It's me going around and around and around this freaking dartboard. All right. Zen. Okay, so I just know, I think the problem is that the thin yellow lines work differently, and the problem is I still don't know how they work. So I know that it's 5. I know that this is 6. Thankfully, I'm now reasonably comfortable with the thin blue lines, but there's something going on with how I'm working this one out. So it might just be we just have to try. Oh, hang on. No, this one. 5, 6, 18. I mean, maybe we should try the more likely numbers to start off with. So 18, 5, 6, 5. Yeah, I mean, I figured it would be a multiple of 5, but I don't know why. I think I will be able to figure that out. I did just manage it with the other one, but I just can't do it right now. My brain is in pain. My brain is in pain. Secret garden key. Cool. Love it. That'll hopefully help us to get a lever open. Cool. All right. Closing calculator on my phone. Goodbye. Goodbye. All right. I'm still kind of going to try, as much as possible, I'm going to try holding off on bedroom in the hope that I might be able to get bedroom on a treasure map X, but yeah, we'll see. I wonder if the treasure map X could relate to the X that's on the back of the Arindia statue in the cloister. That's the first time I have considered that. So maybe it's not putting cloister in that spot. Maybe it's getting the treasure map X in that spot and digging there. I don't know. That just occurred to me. But that's going to be hard to manage because we would, if that is the case, we would have to wait for the treasure map X to be in one of those 2 locations that I identified in the East Wing. All right. Just something to consider. Commissary's great. I don't want to give up my 2 gems, but, commissary is just great. Oh, so now metal detector has a whole new meaning for me. I wasn't hugely excited by metal detector as a tool before, as an item, and now I am all about metal detector. So fantastic, thank you. I will definitely, of course, buy shovel because it's always wonderful. Let's get sleeping mask because of steps. That's helpful. I might just leave the salt shaker for the time being because I don't know, it feels nice to have a little bit of money for other things. Yeah, that feels good. Let's see what we can get here. Okay, boudoir. I wonder if they're gonna have any nice Boxing Day sort of treats for me, like leftover turkey, whatever everybody's tradition for the day after Christmas is. It'd be nice if we have something in there. But it would be good to get the 2 keys because I'm keyless. Yeah. Sorry, billiard room. I'm done for now. You're also not pointed in the right direction for me. Oh, great. A little bit of extra cash. Please, no commissary for me today. In that case, let's do storeroom because it's a good spot for the dead end. Metal detector got started like really quickly there. Key. Gem. Swimbird. Good day to you. Cool. Yep, that feels useful. So it's a good start to the day now, and very close to being able. I mean, even with just these two, I could make my final contraption, which would be cool enough. But I would prefer to be able to get the lighter, I guess, because we have trading post. If nothing else, we have trading post, and I would be able to see what happens with that dynamite, even whether something happens or not, you know, like maybe another condition needs to be fulfilled before, you know, anything's going to go on there. That's fine. I'm not ready for I'm not ready for another billiard room. Might be cool to do security right out of the bat, even though we lose a gem. Great. Let's play around with the keycard settings. Low, confirm. Offline mode, unlocked, confirm. Security menu. There are lots of useful things I could do with the other terminals right now, but like, you know, I could set up an experiment straight away. I'm just wondering if... No, I was just thinking like maybe we should see how some of the other terminals pan out. But no, let's just do it. Let's do it. Let's set up the lab experiment right now. Remote terminal access. Laboratory. Yes. I felt like that took longer than normal. I was like, what? Are you really connecting? I thought we're just doing pretend game connection. Experiment setup. Oh, I love immediately. It's quite nice. Oh, letter to the mailroom again. Yeah, I don't really ever like lose 10 steps, so that's not interesting. Gain a star is quite nice, but I think it's going to have to be a mailroom day if I can. And, you know, look, immediately is good, but I don't even have a mailroom, so would it be there theoretically waiting for me? But these two are really tough. Because I don't really know what I'm likely to get. I mean, I've literally just lowered the security setting, but I don't actually know if archives are going to come up. I might actually cancel this for the time being. I've seen what it is. I might just see... Maybe I'll just see how the day goes. Oh, metal detector. Yeah, because I don't really know which one is going to be more likely. Yeah, I might leave it for a little bit. Because I would love to do the security door one, to be honest. And if I'm able to get the pass and then increase security, that would be ideal. That's much nicer than doing the archives thing. Cool. All right. Well, there's laboratory anyway, so I don't know. Maybe that's nice. Yeah, I really, you know, without knowing that I could go north of security and immediately put the boiler room there, it's not a great place for a trying furnace. So, I wonder if even laundry room could be potentially useful. I don't know. I haven't used anything there yet. I haven't really had a great need to do a huge swap from one kind of item to another. I think I might just put lab here. Might just put lab. Seems like a waste since I just decided to use my remote terminal access there, but yep, all good. Let's do it. There might even be just something here. Sometimes there's fruit, you know. No. Okay. All good. Let's start drafting up. Well, I do have the means to make use of courtyard, but I think I'm going to do spare green room here, just because it's a bit better on the side. Hey! Broken lever is very welcome because I'm still very interested in doing power hammer and jackhammer. And I have, you know, where are you? Where? Somewhere over here? Huh? It's... Oh, here! I couldn't see it. I was starting to think, like, is it like... is it in the next room, except there's not another room there? Alright, cool. Yeah, it would be great. It would be great. And so, of course, I really want workshop to pop up at some point. Aha! Well, if I do manage to get power hammer, greenhouse is still... There's still a wall that I've got to smash there. So that could be useful here, given that I have other ways of going north right next to me. Parlor is obviously wonderful, and den is also great. Maybe greenhouse. I really haven't drafted it that often. I could put the broken lever there, but I really don't want to use it in that way, so let's try and avoid that. Let's try and avoid some more accidental clicking. Watering can, that's what I like. That's what I like. And we get a few gems here, which is great. Dig spot. Okay. Maybe a better dig spot? No. Not a better dig spot. Okay, but if we do manage to get power hammer, I am coming and smashing this. So, thank you. Thank you, greenhouse. That was useful. Watering can. I mean, we might as well just... Yeah, watering can. Great. Can I fill up the watering can in here? Is there... I mean, it is a very wet room. Like, will you just catch some water from here? No. Nope. Okay, fair enough. But we got a couple of gems from that, so that's great. Took a couple of steps, but that's really worth it. Great, great, great. So let's try going up from here. And I'm also, the other good thing is I'm amassing a bunch of items, which I can try trading in the trading post. Okay. Oh, now we get the lovely plant display here. So, I think corridor. Let's just go north from here. And from corridor... Oh, I wish I could flip these around. They're all wasting an exit, which is a shame. Obviously now I'm very excited that I know that there's a piggy bank waiting for me in chapel if I need it. So that's pretty good. Locked trunk could be great. I don't have the hammer yet. And den is always good. I might put chapel here. I can lose a coin. Oh, piggy bank just stays up. Oh, that's great. So actually, I can come and access this any time. That's really good to know that these things stay lit now. Stay lit. Ah, look at the gems glowing. Okay. Hello, pig. I'm gonna come back for you when I am fairly sure that I can make good use of you. Man, I really thought lighting these, as soon as I found out about it, I was like, this is the key to being able to see past this thing. And it's not. So now, as much as this is an amazing, amazing surprise that I love, which is really useful, I'm now left with the question, well, how on earth can I move this structure? And is it even possible, actually? Or is it just like constantly a tease? You know, like you can never know. Raising many questions for me. Yeah, I guess we'll draft from here. It's possible that we could... Oh, coat check. I really don't want coat check here. It's just, this is not a good spot for... Look, what are you doing to me? Why are you trying to give me billiard room so much right now? The game knows. The game knows that I'm struggling with billiard room. Oh, God. It can sense my fear. A courtyard, please. Courtyard. Okay. Watering can, we might as well. Let's get our extra gem. Great. Oh, it's just going to be tin cans and shoes, isn't it? I can feel it. Coin. Hello, Pixel. Hello, little meowy man. It is definitely nowhere near your dinner time. Oh, great. We are well on our way to either a power hammer or a jackhammer day. That's superb. So I really want to maximize the opportunities for picking up the battery pack, and maybe even we can get it from Trading Post if we're lucky. Okay, so this can, you know, it'd be nice if we get a connecting room here, but this could also easily be a dead end. Oh, so why? Why am I being haunted by billiard room here? What's going on, game? What's going on with you? I mean, this is a dreadful spot for cloister. No, thank you. It really is a dreadful spot for cloister. Unless it's some kind of amazing spot for cloister. I assume that we're just getting it because greenhouse is making green rooms more common. Like maybe putting cloister there means that, you know, the statue points towards, you know, the mentioned entrance, and I don't know, maybe something happened. But I feel, but I'm still trying not to draft bedroom just in case. So let's, you know what? You want billiard room? We'll do billiard room. We'll do it. Let's do it. I'm so in love with billiard room. You hear me, game? I love it, because guess what? I don't even need to do the math. I can just... What is this? This is what you were so excited about, right? You were so excited to give me a new freaking... What is this? Like a purple tennis ball? You just couldn't help yourself. You were like, I can't wait to show Rebecca this next nightmare. The next monster in her bad dreams. All right, bring it on. So we're starting with 11, and then we have something freaking going on here with 5. Let's just try 15. No. So 11... 6. 5. 20. 16. It's got to be some. You know what, game? You can't best me, because I can just try everything. I can just try it all, and I'll get there. I'll get there in the end. I got time. Whoop. And I will figure this out. 2. Okay. 2. So what would that mean? What could that mean? I mean, -3? Like plus... All right, and now we got this. Now we got this. I don't even know. All right. So we know what the answer is here now. The answer is 2. What could this be? 11? Something to do with 5. Gets us 2. Like, why is it a purple? Why is it a purple tennis ball? Why is it a purple circle with wavy lines? There's a difference of 9 between 11 and 2. How can 5 get us 9? You know, again, it could be like that other sort of thing we had at some point where it's actually not a maths. It's not maths. You know, it's a different kind of logic. You know, like what if it's find the number that's in between these two things, which would be 9. But then why is it purple? It's divided. Why is it division? Is it division? So if we go on the surface of it, let's say we start with 11 before we even do the thing in the middle. 11 divided by what on earth is this? What is 11 divided by 5? 2.2. So maybe it's just, maybe this is round to the nearest number. 2. Okay. Let's give that a try. So here we have 4, which is 4 divided by 3, which gets us something weird. And then if we round to the nearest number, that would be 1. Oh my god. Okay, but now it's a different symbol. What does it mean if it's a double line? Round, get around, I get around. 7. I mean, 7 is already 7, but it's not 7. 7 is not the answer. 15. This was 2. This was 1. Like, I just thought, what if it's just one more number? What? So with 2 wiggly lines, we're rounding. I get it. With 4 wiggly lines, I mean, what else is there to do with just a whole number like this? All right, I guess we just try, right? So 15, let's find out what the answer is and then work it out the other way. 15, 2, 1, 3. 15, 2, 1, 17. 15, 2, 1, 2. 15, 15, 2, 2, 1, 15. 15, 2, 1, 10. 10. It's from 7 to 10. I mean, plus 3? Uh, 8? No, it's not plus 3. Okay. 15, 2, 1. How on earth do you get from 7 to 10? Round up. Oh, is it round up to the nearest, like not the nearest, you know, sort of, what do you say, like single integer, but it's round up to the nearest, like, you know, 10, 20, whatever the maths word for that is, 10, 20, 30. So that is 10. But most of them are going to be 10, aren't they? I mean, this is 5. Is it also... It is also 10. What? Huh. Round 2. Okay. What is this pink? Oh, it just means here. Okay, so it should be the round. Okay. All right. So this should be, okay, I think I can do this. This one is plus 10. The next one is, I mean, this should be multiplied by 14, right? So we get 114. We're rounding, but if it's 140, isn't it already rounded to the nearest 10? And then we divide by 10 to get 14? No. Hang on. 15, 2, 1, 10, 10. God, it's making me do more of them now. Like, there's more rounds in this one. Oh, it's triple. No, sorry, it's got triple. Oh, it's a hot. This, what on earth, man? This is wild. Three lines. So it must be round to, like, if we're following the pattern, round to the nearest 100. So 140 would, like, are we rounding down? Would become 100 divided by 10 is 10. Whoa. And so if we're, okay. It's a pattern of 10s anyway, so that's also something. 10. At least I'm able to do this one. At least I'm getting there. 10 times 6, 60, round to the nearest 100, 100 divided by 25. Oh my God. Oh, thank God. Thank God. My persistence and my my persistence during a horrible situation has actually been rewarded with something amazing. Oh, okay. Fantastic. Well, what I could do is I could take this, I'm not going to do this, but what I could do is I could take the broken lever straight into the greenhouse, open up the southern entrance to the antechamber. I could head out, go up the foundation and get myself into, you know, open the north lever and then get myself into room 46. If that's what I wanted to do, I could do that. But it's not really my major goal. Like, it's nice to have the crown, but I think I have other things I'm more interested in doing that don't involve sacrificing my broken lever. So, but just, I don't know, just kind of noting that that's a possibility. All right. So from here, let's continue along. Oh, now I've got the security bar, so I should actually go and change the security level. That's the other thing I've got to do. None of these are pointed in the direction I want. I actually might put pantry here because then I'm not wasting a room with a good exit situation. And it might help me to avoid drafting in upwards in the west wing. I might be able to kind of come down. And that actually is a good reason for going to foundation, is just to be able to draft down. So, yeah, maybe that is actually a good thing to do here. But let's now switch. Let's switch this and let's get our lab experiment set up as well. This is actually ideal. So, keycard. Set security level to high. Thank you. High. We want to keep offline mode, but we want to... Oop, I needed to go back to the menu. I mean, I could go to the lab, but I might as well do it from here. We'll log in. Remote terminal access. Go to the lab. It's right next door. It's right next door. It shouldn't take that long to connect. We'll set up our experiment with security doors, and we will get the mailroom letter, because I want more than I really want a star or steps or gems or anything. Honestly, I want lore. I want letters. I want letters. Start experiment. Great. Beautiful. I'm very pleased with that. There's our experiment, untested as of yet. So I think I will go to foundation. I think I'm going to start up top. I don't have anything... like, I could pop over to the trading post already, but I think I'd rather see if I can get an even more special item. And to be honest, that is a good reason to go and get the crown. And then I can see if I can... then I can try and trade the crown in the trading post and see if I get something special. So, but... I would like to try that, but I don't want to waste my broken lever. Oh, hello, Pixel. Okay. So while I'm passing through here, let me tell you another thing. I have various little sort of lore wonderings to mention every now and again. So looking at that foreman's letter is sort of the prompt for me. So I've told you in recent episodes that I'm now undertaking, a kind of handwriting analysis to sort of think about aspects of lore in this game. And yeah, I'm continuing to do that. It's continuing to be interesting. In fact, one other thing that I'll tell you before I get to the original thing I was going to tell you is something that gave me a huge amount of delight, which is that I finally applied my handwriting analysis to by the way, I'm opening up the north lever just to get that done. So I've applied my handwriting analysis to the letter that you find in the master bedroom that tells you about the foundation elevator, how to work that. I hadn't previously done it because I didn't have a photo of it in my phone. But looking back at footage, I saw it again and I was like, oh, great, hang on, let's take a look at this one. That is written, unsurprisingly, it makes sense, that is written by Hartley. But what delighted me about that realization is that the letter begins Herb. And, oh man, that just gave me, that gave me a lot of delight. Because it's so... he's calling him Herb. That's so sweet. That's their, look, it's their familiarity. It's their level of familiarity that is lovely. But I truly, 100% feel that they were, sweet on each other and possibly in a relationship. So, sorry, Inner Sanctum, I know that you're starting up with all of the drama and everything, but I don't actually need to go in anywhere here. I was just getting the lever done. So that, oh man, I loved that. I loved that realization so much. That really, it's really nice. That's just really nice. But the other thing I was going to tell you about is that I've actually moved on from handwriting analysis to typewriter analysis or type analysis, because I was just curious. We've actually got a lot of typed notes in the game that are specifically from a typewriter, and I had noticed that in some of them, there were these particularities in the type. One of the most obvious ones that comes up over and over again is that there's a kind of a particularity in the A, in the typed A, over and over again. Like there's this sort of missing bit of ink at the bottom of the A, and various other things like that. So I thought, well, hang on, let me see if, if I can identify which typed notes, are coming from like the same source. And I was looking around at a lot of type notes, and this is one of the things that I want to bring the power hammer back for, by the way. What I was noticing is that a lot of the things I was looking at, they all had the A, and I was, eventually I was just kind of coming to the conclusion, like, oh, okay, like it probably just doesn't mean anything. They probably just have a typed. A typeface that they've used in this game, and everything is the same. Like the red letter from Courtney, various things from Herbert. Not the letter from Courtney. So this is where I'm getting. I was coming to that conclusion, and then even the foreman's letter, which is what reminded me of it, like the foreman's sort of things that you find down in the reservoir, were the same. And so, I was giving up. But then I looked at the letter from Courtney, which is typed, Courtney's red letter to Herbert. And it has entirely different characteristics. It does not have the same A, and it has its own peculiarities in some of the letters. So, just as I was at the point of giving up on the type analysis and going, it doesn't have any meaning, I've seen an entirely different form of an entirely different type out there. So again, mind-blowing, because in a sense, because I'm like, well, they're not just using the one type in this game, but I don't know. So I still don't know if it has any meaning. It might just mean that they're using a couple of different things for whatever reason, that they're just varying it randomly. But it might mean that there's some meaning to it as well. Anyway, just kind of explaining that. All right, let's start from up here. Secret garden key. Let's start from up here and see if we can draft south all the way down the west wing, just to maximize the opportunity for Ladyship's chamber. Because again, if I can get that, I can test out my chess room theory and go back down the fancy elevator and see if that makes it, see if that's how you solve that puzzle. Oh, I would really like Solarium, actually, so that's... Well, none of these things will go left, actually. Solarium would be really good. But I also feel like maybe I shouldn't, especially since I have Secret Garden Key, I probably shouldn't be cutting off access to the west side of the antechamber. So I might actually do office, just to try and be safe, because, Oh, hey, Pixo! Pixie! Little Pixie's doing big meows. You can probably hear. A little bit of cash. Something else. Aha! Okay. Metal detector seems satisfied. Pixel! Hey, Baba. Hey. He's just coming to say hi, doing a big meow, announcing his handsome face. Alright, so we got that. I could spread gold in the estate. Yeah, sure. I don't know. Maybe I won't really realistically come back here, so maybe let's just do it while we've got the opportunity. Spread gold in the estate. Spread it now. Thank you. Do we get gold here? I guess not. It's fine. Metal detector would tell me if we were going to get it or not. Okay, in that case, not really much we can do about it. Let's try drafting. Let's do it here while we're here. I'd like to see some more security doors, please. That's what I'm really after. This might be a very interesting place for parlor. Might actually help me to test out my parlor fireplace theory at higher levels, because I have rarely had. I've never had parlor in any of the high ranks. The highest is rank 6, so that might be interesting. Pixel. He's doing big mouse. But then again, cloister would be great for the drafting possibilities. Let's do cloister. I think it's a good spot for cloister. And we'll still probably get an option for parlor. So yeah, this is going to eat up a lot of gems, though, which sucks. But I think it's good. I think it's good. All right, I'm inclined. Where am I at stepwise? 27. God, I could really. Game. Come close. Come here. I could really use dining room. Dining room would be great. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Using up all these keys, man. Oh, workshop. I was hoping to head westward, but obviously I really want workshop. Yeah, and aquarium would be great, but it would use a gem. I mean, it would probably give us a gem as well, but yeah, workshop. Let's do it. Oh, how amazing, yes! I was just about to say, I hope, I have high hopes for battery pack. Oh my god, okay. I am actually starting to get some diverse letters, I've got to say here. So I think it might be a good time to revisit that puzzle. I think it's going to have to be power hammer, because I have, power hammer. Because I have things I already know I want to do with power hammer. I think I am curious to do jackhammer actually out on the stump near the orchard. But the other thing I really want to use it for is like root cellar, which I don't have today. So yeah, but power hammer is going to be, I think, of immediate use. Great, let's do it. Perfect. Thank you. It's my baby. Ah. You're the best, Workshop. Workshop is so good. Okay. Not that many gems. I really need to get gems up, and I'm burning through my keys. Would actually be good to go. Yeah, Den would be perfect here for so many reasons. Den. I'll get a gem and I'll be able to head west, and if the door is locked I can actually get the secret garden there, which would be great. Would be really great. Yes. Alright, let's special key this spot. Beautiful. So perfect. Turnip. Oh, that's really good. Thank you. I do actually really need help with the steps. Old shoe, I'll forgive you, game, because I've got power hammer now and I'm very happy. More turnip. Yes. Can I just pick some of this fruit? Alright, now that we'll open this. Beautiful. So that's one entrance, and if we turn all of these around, we can open up the other side as well. Secret garden is phenomenal. I'm like stuck. It won't. Oh, it doesn't actually let me go in there. I just use it from here. I was like, is my power hammer like preventing me from going in this narrow doorway? This is the best music in the game. You know, look, I don't know. Maybe that's a big call. Like, that music when we went up the mountain and picked up the plans for Throne Room, my god. Like, that was some music and a freaking half. Fabulous. Okay, well, I can go straight back and get my crown. Cool. It's been very good to us. It's been very good to us. So from here, maybe it's worth, yeah, just drafting upwards and seeing what we can make of these spaces. It's a weird spot for a West Wing hall. Hey, Pixie, have you got zoomies? Have you got zoomies, Bubba? He do got zoomies. Maybe I could do secret passage and even put something there. I'm wondering, like, what my appetite for coat check is today. Like, I've got a lot of good stuff. I could even, you know, stick Power Hammer in there, but yeah, I am still concerned about putting a contraption in there, and it may be preventing me from having the component parts of the contraption while it's in coat check. So I'm really not sure about that. I think I might go secret passage and actually try to get another green room up there. Yeah. Green. Let's do it. Oh. What an interesting spot for veranda. But I can't do it. I can't do it with the gems. So patio, I think spreading gems in the green rooms would be fabulous for me right now. Yeah. Great. Okay, that's kind of what I was after. And okay, I'm finally, you know what? Look, I didn't necessarily think so because it's not an obvious, like, sort of smashy space like it is in other brick walls, but I did have to try it. So this is not a Power Hammer spot. Okay, no, that's cool. That's cool. We've learned something. I got an apple. And I got some dig spots. Key. Pebbles. Great. Look how high the grass is here. The back of the foundation. Okay. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good use of these spaces then. I'm happy with that. So we should now have another gem in here. Yeah. Wonderful. And I reckon maybe it's a good, is it a good idea to head back up? Yeah, and get crown. Let's do it. Oh, hey, key. Nice. Bonus. Should I draft from here? Why not, while we're here? I might actually put bedroom... I might actually put bedroom closet here. Because the items would be good. The items would be useful. Yeah, and actually, like, we're not doing too bad in terms of other exits. Ah, great, and we finally got a redraw. Very, very useful. And yeah, by the way, I should just be generally being, like, looking around for Power Hammer opportunities. I think that's the other thing. Even though I've probably done this before, I now know I have to be more careful with it. Because it might be that I need to, like, be a bit more, you know, pointed a bit more up or pointed a bit more down to actually get the, to actually use the hammer. Can I smash these clocks open? So I'm going to wobble about the room a bit. But, and you know, look, I don't expect anything to be here. But, you know, expect the unexpected in blueprints, right? Gotta try. Okay. Alright, I think that's fine. So back up to antechamber. Great. And we could even draft like from, oh great, we get the fruit. We get the fruit too. Alright. Let's have a little hammery look around workshop. I know we've done this before, but just doing a bit more up and down. Checking. Yeah, okay. All good. And I can at some point... Well, hang on. Let me take a look at what shovel and metal detector actually make. Detector shovel. Huh. I would really like to do it, but I'm a little bit hanging out for the possibility of being able to do the lighter. So I'll hang back on that one, but keep it in mind as a possibility for later in the day. All right, got a bit of fruit in here. That's nice. Possibly also in the office, so I could go this way as well. Can't see any, so let's go via the cloister. Oh, a gem, nice, because it's a green room. Wonderful. Well, I'm definitely not getting the jackhammer today anyway, so let's get these. Turnip. Nothing. And coins. Welcome, welcome. Doing alright for steps. I'm feeling good about steps. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I don't have the south door open, so I would have to go around from here. Well, let's try it anyway. I can go back and do office if needed, but absolutely none of these will let me go up. Well, aquarium might just be the good bet. This will... Like, this would be great if I get vault. And something I'm really, really hanging out for in showroom is master key. Master key I really, really, really want. Vault wouldn't even get me there. I would need... Well, I could go into the piggy bank, you know? Potentially. But it will use up a lot of gems. Let's do aquarium for now. I'm going to be a little bit more gem conservative. Okay, and before I go in there, let's get our crown. Great. Let's just swing around and have a proper look for fruit. No, all good. I got that one. Great. This also means, and this is very useful, that I can pick up basement key to try and trade that in the trading post as well. That is also of great interest to me. Hello, room 46. I'm getting closer and closer to discovering your secrets. I am. Okay, all good. So we can actually draft from here, which is pretty cool. Special keys are basement key. Hey, all right. Now I can do stuff like this. Do I actually want either of these? No, let's remove it. Yeah. Cool. I think probably too much time has passed for a clock tower, but I'm going to give it a go. I've got to just I've got to just keep trying. I think it's probably too late, but let's see where we're at. And also, you know, there could be other items and stuff up here. There's all of these cracks everywhere, so it's also another good chance to try power hammer. Like, look at this. It looks like something you could smash. Here, you know, can't I smash this open? Apparently not. Can I just smash the cogs? Can we play with time? Oh. No, sorry, that's the broken clock. For a second I was like, hang on, it's exactly 1:30. No, okay, so we're way off. Yeah, we're way off. But, I don't know, I guess we could come in here and have another go at some stage. Alright. Maybe I can just smash the entrance open with power hammer now. I still do not know why it even closed for me that time. Can we just come in? Can I just... Anything under here? No. Okay. Alright, so we're heading back around to Cloister then. It is an opportunity though to go back down Foundation. Right, so once again, some time has passed since you were last watching the last couple of seconds, because I simply had to take a break from the game, and you know, it's just one of those things. I mean, sometimes I just have circumstances in my life where I have to step away and leave it for a bit, and obviously I have no option to save in this game. So a fair amount of time has passed, and that's why it's the music track has finished and it's quiet here. But anyway, let's get back to it. So I did leave you just before, thinking one option I have is to go down Foundation, and I was thinking I could, you know, use my precious power hammer potentially in that spot just near the concealed entrance down there. Yeah, it's just a step issue, isn't it? Like, is it worth going there just to try that and come back up? You know what? Whatever. Let's do it. Like, I'll just go that one little bit, because it's, you know, it's something I'm super curious about. But I'm not going to explore the whole reservoir area. There might be, you know, other... I mean, there's definitely, to be honest, the most compelling power hammer spot to me is just a little bit further, but I can't get there because it's beyond the minecart. So, yeah, okay. Alright. No... Fair enough. Look, I absolutely had to try it, because this is really not that different to that spot that we cracked open that revealed the castle letters, you know, near the chess board. So anything that looks like this is very conspicuous to me now. But it's out here beyond the minecart in the other tunnel over there that I have much more, I don't know, to me a much more compelling crack in the wall. And one of the other reasons that makes it compelling, I guess since I'm in here I might as well just do another round in this room, right? One of the things that makes that particular spot so compelling is that I feel like there's actually something that you can see on the map saying like, that's a big one. Not saying that's a big one. Saying, can I smash this? It has like lines from the wall there, and it says something like, you know, abandoned cart tunnel. I can't go this way anyway. I can't remember what the exact wording is, but previously I would have thought that that just meant something general, like, you know, oh, this is, you know, like this tunnel that I'm literally walking through, you know, that connects to the reservoir, that connects to the torch room, etc., you know, is what they're talking about. And that could still be the case, but I think seeing as there is a crack there and there are marks on the map there, I'm very interested to test if I can smash it open with my precious power hammer. Yeah, this is my new weirdo Simon technique of exploring, is going up and down on the walls, seeing if I can smash any. Obviously, I'm not expecting anything on these blank walls per se, but at the same time, you know, I could definitely imagine that there could be also some hidden things. Imagine Simon doing this. Whoa. Just walking up to the walls and, you know, like craning his head up and down, holding a hammer. Holding a hammer which is like, you know, made out of, like a weirdo hammer made out of all kinds of different things. What about up here? What about up here? Because what I'm thinking is that there could be... So here's what I'm thinking with, like, things I can smash in the wall. Like, I'm not just expecting to be able to find, let's say, doors or something like that. I'm expecting that I might find more things like that castle text that we found, you know? And I'm kind of wondering if what I might find are ultimately 3 of those things. One saying castle, one saying cloak, and one saying court. Because of the text that we saw on the screens in Blackbridge Grotto. I could also imagine that I could just see... I don't think there'll be anything down there. Clock. I could also imagine that there could just be items. Like I could smash open a bit of the wall and I just find like utility disc or another floor plan, you know, that sort of thing. So that's kind of what I'm thinking anyway, just so you guys are coming along on this crazy journey with me. All right, so that one didn't work out. I am, as always, well, not as always, I am, as I've been mentioning as late, among the many things I'm hoping to draft, like a gallery, I'm really hoping to be able to draft Pump House so that I can drain the fountain again and get to both Torch Room and that spot that I was just talking about. But anyway, from here, let's get on with our day. So we can go down, but I'm inclined to first try across here. I was kind of hanging out to not draft all of the spaces in rank 8 in case I did manage to get gallery and did manage to get the number 8 key, in which case I could try to draft in rank 8. But I think it's just too many. It's just too many maybes, you know. It's not worth it. Like, it would be enough if we just get gallery and get the key. And we draft it anywhere, or at least put the key away. You know, either one of those would be fantastic. So let's just see what we can draft here. Let's just try. Great, got some more steps. Pebbles, thank you for letting me know, metal detector. Oh, you meant the key. I see. Basement key, all right. 30 steps is not so bad. Oh, library, eh? These are all pretty good. Library is the only one that'll let me go and get that extra space north. But it would use 2 of my precious 3 gems. Solarium, though. So, why am I considering library? I think there is still one more book where at the beginning of the game, when I didn't... I think there's still one more book that I haven't seen the full borrowing card for, basically. I did go back and check Swimbird. That was the very first book I got out, and I didn't know to check the full borrowing card at that time, so I've done that. And I have a feeling, I'm just double checking. Yeah, I have a feeling that it's the Architectural Digest, the drafting strategy rather. Yeah, that I still haven't seen the full card of. So that's why I'm thinking library. I might do it because it's just a small thing. It's just a small thing, but yeah, it would give me a sense of completion, and it might also give me some kind of interesting thing that that I want to know related to handwriting as well, or other lore details. So I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to double check for a second. I'm pretty sure it's Drafting Strategy Volume 3, because I think 4 and 5 is what we bought from the bookshop, but I'm just going to double check. All right, I'm really glad I checked, because it was not Drafting Strategy 3. That was the first one that I got here, but no, it was the original History of Arindia. We're going to get the censored edition out again. I still haven't seen the full card of this, and I really want to see it. So let's get that done. All right, so the top corner is gone. I guess let's try going down from here. There we are. Pump House Gallery, Pump House Gallery. This is what I'm really after. All right. Well, coat check might not be bad in this spot, because if I do, I could always put my power hammer away, or my crown, I don't know. It gives me options. And again, if I do get key 8, but I'm not able to draft it for whatever reason, yeah. Yeah, it might just be a smart investment. Let's get coat check here, because we've got a lot of other entrances to play with. All right, items. We'll assume not. All right, in that case, would it be? Yeah, we can try going down from here, and maybe we can draft across. Another key. Sure. Oh, I really need. Dang, ideally, I can go back to the back to the lower ranks and draft from there. But ideally, I would really like. These are all dead ends on this spot, and I've only got one redraw. It seems a shame to waste it. I guess I have other options. I mean, I can even draft south from Secret Garden, so maybe let's just dead end these 2 spots. Let's just kind of commit to it. And either of these will give us, as much as I'd love Solarium, either of these will also give us more steps, which might be more. But then Solarium might help solidify me getting Gallery, because Gallery, as far as I can tell, I don't know what its rarity is, but it just seems pretty damn rare. Seems pretty damn rare to me. So I might, let's go Solarium. Let's see what this can do for us. And it would be nice if you could give me. No? Okay, I was hoping for a gem. just out of the kindness of your heart, but that's okay. You do your thing, Solarium. You do your thing. You are beautiful. You are a gorgeous room. One of the loveliest rooms in this game. Okay, so another dead end for here. Let's make it something useful. 0 actual dead ends for a change. But I think that the smartest thing for me to do is actually parlor. Yeah, let's finally get. We need to gem up. So let's put that there. This might be the first time I've put parlor in a place I can't move from. Yeah, I expected no symbol here today, just because there actually seem to be very few places where are we? Rank 7 in the middle. There actually seem to be really only a couple of spots in rank 1, rank 2, and a weird one that's both the symbol appears in and doesn't appear in rank 3, just one. Yeah, so I was kind of thinking like maybe there are none in the higher ranks. But yeah, it's good to start to test that out. Anyway, the white box is true. Could be true, could be false. The gems are in this box. Could be true, could be false. And those two interact together in an interesting way. The gems are not in this box. All right, so pretty simple statements from everybody here. Let's try our standard technique that really tends to work out most of the time. Let's say this is true. If black box is true, then the white box is true. And then this one is false. So if the white box is true, the gems are in this box. If this one is false, the gems are not in this box. So the gems are in this box, making it a contradiction. So I think that logic just doesn't work out. If we say that this one is false, then the black box is false. The white box is not true. The white box is false, meaning the gems are not in this box. These two are false, meaning this one has to be true. The gems are not in this box. Which means that they're in this box, right? Let me just double check this. At first I was like, have I reached an impasse? No. If this one is false, then the white box is false. The gems are not in this box. This one is false, but it can still have gems. This one is false, but the gems are not in here. This one is true. The gems are not in this box. So they're not here, they're not here, they're in here. That must be it. Oh, what? My trophy. It just came out of the box. What on earth? That was kind of amazing and terrifying at the same time. My trophy. Wow. I had, like, when I come here to do this, I was not thinking about the trophy at all. I only really think about it when I go in the library, to be honest, because I'm like, oh, let's check the count. But that was so weird. That was so weird. I thought, like, oh, there's some kind of extra treasure in here, which, I mean, there is, but I was like, it's like gold bars or something. Gold bars. Wow. It's got the three boxes stacked. That's so cool. A logical trophy for winning 40 parlor games. Trophies earned will be permanently added to the trophy room. A logical trophy in recognition of your unending pursuit of the truth. It's true. It's true. I do have what I hope is an unending pursuit of the truth. Nice. Thank you, Paula. What a nice surprise. What a nice bonus. We've had some times, haven't we? We've had some times, you and me. We have. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. It's a privilege. It's been an honor to work with you three. You know, like this wood really isn't just for me. This is for the whole team. It's for Herb. It's for Wind Up Key. It's for Weird Fireplace. And it's, of course, for three boxes that are, you know, always consistent with the rules. Always. You guys are absolute rocks. Absolute rocks in the best way. And, you know, for you, furniture as well. always so lovely, very nice. And table, sometimes you give us gifts, like that can't be forgotten. Door coming through you, wallpaper for being lovely, and curtains for being, quite frankly, pretty ghastly. But sometimes there's an interesting window here. Thank you, Paula. Thank you. I love it. I love it. I love it. Wow. Another trophy. Oh man, I'm so thrilled. I'm so thrilled. But there was a moment of terror there. There was a moment where I was like, it's going out. It's going out to get me. A little bit like me, future Rebecca, coming to collect you for the end of another episode, but most certainly not for the end of this day. There is going to be a lot more to this day, and that's going to be coming in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching, as always, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.